Good morning, it is just before 8 and I'm already off. The plan is to find a boat to take me to Koh Adang and hike to the viewpoints. But I want to do it earliest to avoid the heat of the day. So all boats will leave from Sunrise Beach, so that's where you need to go. Made it onto the boat, you just ask one of the guys on the boat if they can drive you. They will have a taxi boat on the boat really. So it's now 8 o'clock, just after 8, and I've asked him to pick me up at 12:30. Should give me enough time to go to the viewpoint and back, and then maybe do some swimming. It's 100 baht one way, so 200 baht return. Now it is just me on the boat, so I'm assuming it's still 200 baht, but yes, it said yeah. But you can hike up to a really cool viewpoint on Koh Adang, which I don't want to do in the heat of the day, so I think it's good that I got an early start, and I'm hoping it won't be too busy.
Enormous, instantaneous.
Bye bye boat! But look at this. There's pretty much nobody here. I think the only people who are here yet are the people who are staying on the island. And I don't think they're up yet. Okay, so came in flip-flops. But I did bring my sneakers because I feel like this might be a sneaker type of hike. Well, to be fair, any hike is a sneaker type of hike in my opinion. So just gonna switch to the sneakers. But it's very quiet here, it's very nice. I told him to pick me up at 12. He told me that if I wanted to be picked up earlier, I could call him. I can't call anywhere in Thailand, so probably not gonna happen, but 12 is fine. I should be there and back before, and hopefully with some time to go swimming. Luckily it's not as hot, like it's very warm, don't get me wrong, but it's not like noon hot. So I'm very happy that I went early, and I don't think there's going to be many people, at least not yet. Maybe I'll see some on the way down, but it's pretty good. There are some huts around. I think that there is one accommodation here where you can stay. Oh, you get a view from here out to Sunrise Beach, that's nice. This island and surrounding area, like the entire national park, is so gorgeous. Like especially like the water, it is incredibly blue, unreal. I think the only time I've ever seen it this blue has been in the Bahamas, on like one of the beaches. But I was hoping Thailand would look like this, but I didn't think Thailand would look like this. But now that I've seen Thailand looks like this, I'm obsessed. Okay, so I'm gonna pack up, try to find the start of the hike, and go hiking. Love how quick it is. Wait, no, sun protection first. Now I'm ready to go. Do you see the amount of ants? Oh. Shadow Cliff. That's where I need to go. That means this is the start. It took me 2 minutes to walk here, so it's now 8:37. Let's see how long it takes me. Yes, I'm sweaty and out of breath, but this is where the hike ends, or like the shadow part of the hike ends, and you are in the blazing hot sun. This is beautiful. Oh. I don't know if you can tell, but that says 12 minutes and 19 seconds. We've reached viewpoint 1. And that right there is Koh Lipe. Start the timer again. Let's go to viewpoint 2. It's 18:42 and I've made it to viewpoint 2. So that took like 6.5 minutes from viewpoint 1. Okay, so one more viewpoint to go. I have a feeling this one will take a while, but let's continue the timer. Resume. Back in the shade, and it is very nice. There's a slight wind. Some parts you don't have a wind and you're in the sun, so that gets quite hot. Right now I'm in the shadow and a nice wind, so this is alright. I think this might be viewpoint 3. We've made it. This view is gorgeous. But you can see how blue the water is. Now, if you look at Koh Lipe, the island is like 2.5 kilometers long, and that the thickest part, it's like 2 kilometers wide, so you can easily walk everywhere. So impressed with the view, I didn't even stop the timer. Let me check. That took, 29 minutes and 4 seconds from the bottom, excluding the stops that I did. I stopped the timer whenever I stopped at the viewpoint, so... Sorry, saw a butterfly. It takes half an hour to go up. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna sit here for a while, maybe stand here for a while. I just sprained my ankle and I heard something pop. Like, I can still stand on it, it hurts a little bit, so it's not anything serious, but I think I'm just gonna sit here for a bit and not move. Why? But yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not entirely sure if you can go further. Like, according to Google Maps, this isn't even viewpoint 3. I thought it was, but it's not. So I might try to go up higher once I've had a rest. Now this is viewpoint 3. Wow, this is insane. What is this? This is gorgeous. Who knew that Thailand looked like this? I mean, I certainly didn't. I hoped, but all the other islands were nice, but nothing so far. Nothing so far compared to here, to Koh Lipe. Stunning! And so worth hiking up here. I didn't count, like, from my last stop to here how many minutes, but I think about 10 minutes. This last part is the hardest part, but if you can do it, look at the view. It is well worth it. So I don't know if you can tell, but right there are all the boats. That's where I got picked up from. Right down here in front is the northern point of the island with the resorts. That's also where I had my lunch yesterday. And I think you can tell, like, this side of the island has a lot of like blue, like sand and blue water. So I think if you go to like Sunrise Beach, Sunset Beach, or like the northernmost point, that part of the island, it will be the most beautiful part. But I haven't really seen the other side. I think the first part of the other side is pretty much gonna be the same, but this is gorgeous. And you can even see, don't fall, you can even see the front of this beach, and like, stunning. Look at that, that's the beach here. Look at the water.
Speed changes.
Bye gorgeous view that I had all to myself because there was nobody else here. Still not anyone here. But I think I'm gonna head down, spend some time on the beach. I think by the time I'm down, I've got 2 more hours before the guy comes to pick me up again. I genuinely think I could sit here for hours if it wasn't so boiling hot. So I think I'm gonna make my way down again. But gorgeous. Alright, I'm gonna put the timer on again to time how long it takes me to go down. It took me 40 minutes in total to go all the way up. The branches. To go all the way up, excluding all the stops that I made along the way. I do think I'm gonna take a few photos along the way back, but I'm not gonna stop the stopwatch for that. So let's see how long it takes me with a few photos. Okay, so going down is pretty sketchy. Is this a hike for sneakers? Yes. See? Oh, like I said, it's sketchy. So I'm just gonna stop and wait for a second. Is this a hike for sneakers? Yes, I definitely think it is. If you really want to do it in flip-flops, I guess you can, but I would say bring sneakers, and if you have them, bring high socks. I couldn't find mine this morning, but I would highly recommend long socks, because you walk through the bushes and through like long grass and stuff, and you never know what's in it. So I'm gonna have a check for any like animals on my legs once I'm down by the beach, but going down is pretty sketchy, not gonna lie. But the view is well worth it, so don't let that hold you back. This is where I went wrong. I went that way on the way up, but you had to go this way. So I'm nearly down at the bottom again, but I've come across quite a few more people when I was going down and they were going up. So if you want to do this, like, one, do it early because of the heat, but two, do it early so that you will have the viewpoint all to yourself. Like I said, I think I started at, what did I say, 8:35, 8:37, something like that, like 8:30. I think we're about an hour later, so maybe like 9:30, 9:45. There's people going up, not too many, but I think as the day progresses, more and more people will come here. So, I mean, I would say just do it early. And just like that, we're back where we started. Now I need a well-deserved dip in the ocean. This is nice and well-deserved. See a girl with her snorkel strap and a phone taking photos out in the water, so I think there might be fish. So I'm gonna have something to drink because I feel dehydrated, and then I'm gonna get my mask and do some snorkeling. This is not a look, but there are so many fish. However, this is a kid-sized mask, so there's salt water in my eyes now. That's not the worst part, but I've got my contact lenses in, so it burns extra. And I've realized that without a snorkel, it's not as easy. I mean, I can hold my breath for a while. But there's also a bunch of, I think they're called sea urchins, like the spiky things. Now, I stepped on one of those in Italy, and it hurt like crazy. So I think I'm just gonna stay here at the front. But there's plenty of fish here. There's plenty of fish in the sea. No, but there's plenty of fish here. So I hope I can get it on camera. So many cool fish. I don't want to say beautiful again, but this is beautiful. Time for a snack though. Look at this. Also, I said I would time how long it takes me to get down the mountain. This thing says an hour, but I've been swimming and snorkeling, so I have no idea. I think maybe half an hour. We're just gonna keep rocking this look, but technically tomorrow I have to get out of my hostel. Now I booked an extra night, which is tonight, and then tomorrow I should be leaving. However, tomorrow is the 21st of December, and I can stay in Thailand until the 22nd. So part of me is thinking that I'm just gonna do an extra day here, because why not? I've got Thai baht to spend. Well, no, I can exchange it, but I think I'd rather have an extra day here than in Langkawi, which is where I'm going next. So yes, I'm going to Malaysia, but I think, you know, it's the obvious route to go from here, especially if you have to leave the country. But I think Langkawi, I'm gonna do, I have a flight from Langkawi to Kuala Lumpur on the 26th of December. So that would mean that I have like 3.5 days on Langkawi. Now Langkawi is a pretty big island. I think I personally prefer the smaller island, so I think that I would rather stay here an extra night and then just do Langkawi, even though I think there's more to do and see on Langkawi. I think I'm gonna like this one better. So I'm gonna ask later if I can book an extra night. Now on Hostel World my hostel is 13 bucks a night, but you book directly, which is what I did yesterday to book an extra night. It is 400 baht, which is like 10 bucks. So 10 euros is a lot better now. You don't get a lot for 10 euros, but it's kind of like Koh Lipe. It's a lot more expensive, but the hostel isn't anything fancy, but that's okay. Like you don't need more than what you get, than the basics. I've got 45 more minutes until the guy comes to pick me up. I do think I'm gonna head into the shade because despite my nice little look, I feel myself burning. So yeah, that's the plan. And I don't know what I'm gonna do today because I feel like I've already done quite a bit before noon. Maybe lay on the beach for a bit later on in the afternoon, but for now I'm gonna enjoy Koh Lipe. This island and Koh Lipe, but I think the entire national park, just because it's all one national park. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it here.
Enormous, instantaneous.
Alright, time to go back to Koh Lipe. There's people actually canoeing over. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a boat coming. I don't think that one's mine because it's 20 minutes to 12 and we set 12, but if it is him then fine because I'm ready. But if you do find yourself in Koh Lipe, do a day trip to Adang. Hike up the viewpoint early, spend some time at the beach. It's well worth it. Just like that, I am back on Koh Lipe. The boat ride is beautiful, but I've said it a million times, but that's because the area here is just gorgeous.